It actually took me 18 years of being in a voiceover booth like this one and practicing before I got my very first movie trailer voiceover.
When their world is in chaos, two legendary heroes will save the day.
It took me 8 years of practicing before I became the voice of a radio station.
We rock out hard.
This is more aggressive, dominant behavior. Don't nurture it.
This is Rockin' 101.
And it took me 2 years of voice and articulation classes to learn how to speak like a normal human being, because I grew up in Boston. I grew up thinking my name was Pete, and I lived with my mother and father in Winchester, in a suburb just a little north of fucking Boston. I had 2 full years of training with an Emerson professor of voice, and I finally learned that my name is Peter, and I live with my mother and father in Winchester. So after learning how to speak properly, then I had to learn how to actually use the voice to do promos, and I use it a lot. These days I do about 10,000 pieces per year, 10,000 sessions, which ends up being like 50,000 pieces a year where I'm practicing and using my voice, and it allows me to do stuff like this piece for Archer.
In space, no one can hear you scream.
So it's really not just about being born with a cool voice, it's about getting a lot of repetitions in, because finally in 2018, 23 years after I very first spoke into a microphone, I did a movie trailer for the film called Uncle Drew and actually won the Outstanding Movie Trailer of the Year award for it.
Throughout time, our greatest legends have passed on words of wisdom.
Oh, my nuts.
Oh, Joe nuts.
And surprise, surprise, voice acting is actually about acting. It took me a long time to realize that. It's not just about belting out the big voice that I was born with. So I spec'd up this piece to show you what voice acting is about.
These inmates are irredeemable. They're thieves, rapists, murderers. Like the Joker. That's the problem with fighting for truth and justice. The battle never ends.
So that's the jobby stuff. People always asking a lot of questions. How do you get into voiceovers? The answer, obviously, as we explained, practice. Now, the work stuff is over though, because it's the weekend, and we're gonna go have some fun. We're gonna grab a couple of different wetsuits and a couple of different boards, but we don't know exactly what the conditions are gonna bring us, so we will go prepared and have our weekend fun. So that was a lot of me, like a whole lot of me at the start of the show. But Josh is here too.
What up?
What's up? Where are we going today?
Not that way.
Not that way?
But this way.
glad you're driving. So this is actually going to be the first time on the board since we went wake surfing, and I learned so much out there about, you guys were teaching me like front foot gas, back foot brake, and going up and down the wave, so I'm super excited to see if I can apply any of that.
Yeah, see how long of a wave you can ride now that you've rode Southern California's longest wave.
Yeah, Banana was so impressed with my wake surfing, she actually asked me last week if I could join the world tour.
Oh, did I?
Yeah. I mean, you might have been kind of drunk, but you were like, you should join the world tour, and then we could travel around. It would be awesome. I was like,
I don't even remember that.
I like this.
I was like, is this upside down or upside right?
This is the sideways.
Oh, there we go. The sideways one.
Either way, like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
But at any rate, it goes like that. Put this up, get out there, have some fun, and see if I can turn.
All right, let's do it.
See if you can smack the lip.
Whoop-ah! I'm not going to say that was my best day surfing ever, because that's kind of subjective, but that was definitely the most comfortable I feel like I felt on a board ever.
Yeah, no, you looked good. It looked like the wake surfing took its effect of you being able to cruise left, using your rail to get you going on the wave, you know,
Yeah,
sideways.
getting all that
bending.
time on that wakeboard kind of really did give me, because it's all feel for me, it's all last minute reaction feel, and I had the feels going, and it felt really good. It was really fun today.
And you learned the expression, the feels.
Yeah, and I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna use it until it's not clear.
I felt you would need that.
I do, because I'm hot today.
Oh,
I thought we were cold as balls.
I was cold as balls in the water, and now it's toasty. But that was a super fun day.
Yeah, it was really good.
Another thanks to Jimmy Redmond. If you haven't seen the wakeboarding, wake surfing episode, check that one out. Subscribe and catch all the ones going forward, so you get back, forward, you know, all
of
that
it.
stuff. Yeah, everything.
Everything. And subscribe.